Charleston, South Carolina. A city of beauty, charm, and history. Its cobblestone streets whisper tales of the past. Grand antebellum mansions stand as silent witnesses. They have seen it all. From the prosperity of the colonial era to the turmoil of the Civil War, Charleston has weathered the storms of time. Its spirit remains unbroken. The air itself seems to crackle with the energy of bygone days. Ghosts of the past linger in every shadow. Charleston's history is a tapestry woven with threads of triumph and tragedy, of joy and sorrow. It is a city where the past is ever present. Among its many haunted locales, one stands out: the Dock Street Theatre. This grand old building has borne witness to countless stories. It holds within its walls the echoes of laughter, tears, and the weight of history itself. In the heart of Charleston's historic district, the Dock Street Theatre stands as a testament to the city's enduring spirit. This iconic venue has witnessed countless performances and has been a cultural beacon for generations. But the building's story began long before it became a temple of the performing arts. Its origins are deeply rooted in Charleston's rich history. In 1809, it first opened its doors as Planters Inn. This establishment was more than just a place to stay. It was a symbol of Southern hospitality and grandeur. This grand hotel quickly became a hub of activity. Travelers from near and far were drawn to its luxurious accommodations and vibrant atmosphere. Wealthy planters from surrounding plantations flocked to the inn. It was a place where the elite could gather, discuss business, and enjoy the finer things in life. The inn's elegant ballroom was the scene of countless grand balls and lavish parties. These events were the highlight of Charleston's social calendar. Music filled the air, and laughter echoed through the halls. The sounds of joy and celebration were a constant presence. It was a place where fortunes were made and lost, where romances blossomed and secrets were whispered. The inn was a microcosm of the larger world outside, but the inn's days of glory were not to last. Tragedy struck, altering its fate forever. A devastating fire in 1835 reduced it to rubble. The flames consumed the building, leaving behind only memories. However, the spirit of Planters Inn would rise again. From the ashes, a new chapter began, leading to the creation of the Dock Street Theatre we know today. From the ashes of Planters Inn, a new structure emerged. The Dock Street Theatre, as it was christened, opened its doors in 1837. The theatre quickly established itself as a cultural hub. It attracted renowned actors and actresses from across the country. One such luminary was Junius Brutus Booth, father of the infamous John Wilkes Booth, who would later go on to assassinate President Abraham Lincoln. Booth, a celebrated Shakespearean actor, graced the Dock Street stage in the early 19th century. He captivated audiences with his passionate performances. His portrayal of Hamlet was particularly renowned. Booth's time in Charleston was not without its scandals. His tempestuous personal life often spilled onto the stage. Even today, some say that Booth's spirit lingers within the theatre walls. His presence, they claim, can be felt in the rustling of curtains and the flicker of lights. Amidst the glamour and grandeur of the Dock Street Theatre, a young woman named Nettie Dickerson arrived in Charleston. She came from humble beginnings, but Nettie harbored big dreams. She yearned for the bright lights of the stage. She longed to captivate audiences with her talent and grace. Nettie possessed a natural talent for acting. She quickly rose through the ranks of the theatre company. She went from playing small, insignificant roles to securing leading parts. The audience adored her. It seemed as though Nettie was on the cusp of achieving her dreams. But fate had other plans. Unfulfilled dreams, the weight of society's expectations. As Nettie's star ascended, she found herself increasingly stifled by the rigid social constraints of 19th century Charleston. Society placed limitations on women. They were expected to conform to certain roles. These roles left little room for independent, ambitious women like Nettie. The weight of these expectations pressed down on Nettie. She felt trapped between her own aspirations and the dictates of society. Her frustration grew. Her once bright spirit began to dim. The roles she played, once a source of joy and fulfillment, now felt like a cage. They highlighted the chasm between her dreams and her reality. Despair and tragedy, a life cut short. As Nettie's despair deepened, tragedy struck. She fell gravely ill. The illness robbed her of her vitality. It stole the very thing that made her who she was, her ability to perform. Confined to her sickbed, Nettie wasted away. Her dreams of stardom faded with each passing day. The world outside continued to spin, but for Nettie, time seemed to stand still. Nettie's life ended as quietly as she had lived it. Her passing was a tragedy. The Dock Street Theatre mourned the loss of its rising star. Her memory lingered within the theatre walls. The ghostly apparition, Nettie's lingering presence. In the years following Nettie's death, whispers began to circulate among the theatre's cast and crew. Unexplained noises echoed through the empty halls. Props moved mysteriously, costumes went missing, only to reappear in the most unexpected places. Some claimed to have caught fleeting glimpses of a young woman. She bore a striking resemblance to Nettie Dickerson. She was often seen drifting through the theatre. Her face was etched with a look of profound sadness. Was it merely their imaginations, or could it be that Nettie's spirit, unable to find peace, remained tethered to the place where she had experienced both her greatest triumphs and her deepest sorrows? Encounters with the unseen. Tales from the Dock Street Theatre. Over the years, stories of ghostly encounters at the Dock Street Theatre have become the stuff of local legend. The theatre, with its rich history and dramatic past, has been a focal point for tales of the supernatural. Actors have reported feeling a cold spot on the stage, a chilling sensation that sends shivers down their spines. It is always in the same place where Nettie delivered her most memorable performance, a spot that seems to be frozen in time. Stagehands have spoken of seeing shadowy figures lurking in the wings, figures that seem to watch their every move. These figures vanish into thin air when approached, leaving behind an eerie silence. One particularly chilling tale is told of a security guard making his rounds late one night, a night that he would never forget. As he passed by the dressing room that had once been Nettie's, he heard the distinct sound of a woman sobbing, a sound that sent chills down his spine. The guard cautiously opened the door, expecting to find someone in distress, his heart pounding in his chest. But the room was empty, devoid of any presence, living or otherwise. The sobbing ceased as abruptly as it had begun, leaving the guard in a state of bewilderment. Such stories have only served to solidify the Dock Street Theatre's reputation as one of the most haunted places in Charleston, a place where the past and present seem to intertwine. A legacy of history and haunting, the enduring allure of the theatre. Today, the Dock Street Theatre continues to enchant and enthrall audiences with its timeless charm and captivating performances. It stands as a proud symbol of Charleston's rich cultural heritage, a testament to the city's enduring love for the arts. Its stage has seen countless performances, each one bringing a unique story to life. But it is the stories of the theatre's resident ghost, Nettie Dickerson, that truly capture the imagination and add an air of mystery. Visitors flock to the theatre, eager to experience its unique blend of history and hauntings. They are drawn not only by its architectural beauty and the caliber of its productions, but also by the stories that linger in its halls. Perhaps if one listens closely enough, they might just hear the faint echo of Nettie's footsteps on the stage, or catch a glimpse of her sorrowful face peering out from the wings, forever a part of the theatre's soul. The Dock Street Theatre remains a place where the past and present collide, creating a unique and unforgettable experience for all who visit. This concludes today's episode of the Paranormal Report. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. It is due to your continued viewership and support that we are able to bring you interesting and informative videos like this. The team here at the Paranormal Report really appreciates your support.